I didn't intend to weigh in on this. The Colorado Springs shootings out there a few days ago, but I'm going to, and I'm going to make it short. I am sure I stayed away from it, even though this is the typical mind control shootings that are going on and have been going on, like the James Holmes and the Aurora, Colorado, the Tucson, Arizona with Gabby Gifford, Congress lady she was, and there's a whole list of them. And Larry Flynn of Hustler magazine, I mention him because everybody knows he was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia, March the 6th of 78, and I was doing a book on mind control back then. I lived in Marietta, Cobb County, Georgia, and I was flown out to his home during a campaign to replace Larry McDonald, Congressman Doctor, who I had written about in the book, and it was unpublished because, quite frankly, they almost killed me. I was flown out there to replace him in October twice, out to Mr. Flint's in 83, and he wrote me up in Hustler and said that I knew who was responsible for his shooting. And evidently he knew a lot, and he went through a lot, paid a price, too, for trying to tell the truth. They had his power of attorney. They put him at Butner in North Carolina Federal, where some of the serial killers who've been programmed are, and tortured him. And then his wife died, Althea. So anyway, what I want to say is that is a mind control. Robert Deere, D-E-A-R, it's a little akin, that's not what I'm basing it on, but it's a little akin to the Eric Rudolph case years ago, and he had to hide out on the Appalachian Trail and in the Carolinas, and he was a survivalist. But they caught him, and he's in federal prison now for the Olympic Park bombings. I believe it's been so long ago now. It was a bombing, or it was a bombing there, and then in Alabama, a bombing of a abortion clinic in Alabama. But anyway, I want to give you just a little background on that. Eric Rudolph was the one that was charged with it. Of course, he's programmed, so he's a victim himself. But I think his name was Richard Jewell. His last name was Jewell. Was first charged and then dismissed. And his attorney is Lynn Wood in Atlanta, or was. And Lynn Wood also became the attorney for the Ramseys, John and Patsy. Of course, she's deceased because of their daughter, John Benet Ramsey. So you're talking about mind control murders, and these can be proven. But what I wanted to say was they asked the presidential candidates their opinion on the shootings that just happened out in Colorado, and none of them that I've heard have mentioned it being a mind control murder. And quite frankly, I've never heard any of them mention it. And even if you weren't listening to me, it doesn't take the great brain to go to Google and look up mind control. And if you listen to any of the media that tells the truth, it's not totally controlled. They tell about MK Ultra and going before Congress in '53 and being slapped on the wrist. You can actually Google about mind control,